Every season we get over 40 new series, adaptations from manga, adaptations from light novels, adaptation from games, anime original and some other variants as well. This quantity always leads to one thing: only a handful of these shows are actually good. So I asked myself, will it be any different in the upcoming winter season? The answer is obviously I don't know. There are some highly anticipated sequels like Vinland Saga, Bungo Stray Dogs, Nagatoro-san, and Tokyo Revengers, so we might be in for a treat, but it depends on how well the series will actually perform. Some of the manga I like are also getting an anime adaptation, so that is neat. The Nier Automata trailer looks stunning as well. I guess my first experience with that franchise will be through an anime, I guess. In my opinion, the lineup for the next season looks pretty good. From action to romance to comedy, we have everything. Everything is there. The only thing we need to wait and hope for is that the animation and pacing for all of these anime will be at least fine. It is sad to say, but the anime industry might be suffering, and that is why they are putting quantity over quality. If anyone has some insight into the anime industry and their earnings, please share those with us. If you didn't already, it might be time to watch shows on their official platforms and not on some pirating sites. But I am not just here to talk about the next and upcoming seasons. As I said, every season over 40 new series get put into the universe. That's already a lot, but let us put a focus on what those anime are. This winter season, around 20% of the upcoming anime are Isekai series that will probably never finish. 1/5 is big amount, and who knows, I might have even missed some Isekai titles in my research. Plus there were some anime that are really Isekai-esque, if I want to call them that. They have a very power fantasy setting, and even if the character is not reincarnated, transported, reborn or anything like that, it still feels like an Isekai. As the self-proclaimed Isekai man, I feel like it is my responsibility to share with you the upcoming and returning Isekai titles, so prepare yourself. First, we have a new Isekai based on a manga. It goes by the name of Benriya Saitou-san, SoshiteSekaiNIku, or in English, Handyman Saito in another world. For an Isekai title, this is actually quite short, and to the point actually as well. If that is anything to go off, we might have a fresh newcomer in the front of us right now. If YouTube allows me, you will now see a short promotional video while I drink some water. If there are some problems, you will only see a blurry screen, or I will cut this out completely.
殺すな。その男からは全く魔力を感じない。この世界の人間ではないのかもしれん。
なんだここは。子供の頃から運動も勉強もそこそこだけど決して一番にはなれない。出張費と作業費合わせて7000円です。
1分もかかってないのに安くしなさいよ。ぼったくり？
嫌ならやめろ。お前の代わりはいくらでもいる。
自分の代わりなんていくらでもいる。元の世界ではそんな風に思っていた。だから嬉しかった。この世界でみんなに必要とされて。
斉藤。
時間を操る魔法について。
サイトを元の世界に返すことができるんじゃない？元の世界になんて
本当に思い出せんのじゃ。
私たちだけなら多分諦めてたわね。
今度はわしが助けてやる番じゃ。
いつだって自分ができることを探す。俺は一番俺を必要としている人のそばにいたい。
As you could see, Saito is an ordinary Japanese human back in our world. Back in our world he did all kinds of odd jobs, but now in this different world all of his skills get to truly shine. Being needed is a new sensation for our man Saito. From what we saw, I would say that Saito's story will be more wholesome, a slice-of-life comedy isekai with minor action elements. With all these power fantasy isekai, that is a really fresh feeling. It is not entirely new, but this variation is not oversaturated like the classic OP route. If anything, I expect the story to be casual and relaxing. The feel-good isekai of this season, if you want to call it that. Even if all Saito does is normal for us humans, it might be very special for the people in another world. No special powers, crazy power-ups and godlike abilities. Saito is a person like you and me, which in turn will make this anime feel more relatable. The cast of main characters looked like a fun bunch, and I can't wait to find out on what whimsical adventures they might go on. Even with average quality, the story can be carried by its characters and their relationships. What do you think about Benriya, Saitou-san? Feel free to tell me in the comments. However, that's only our first isekai. Next we go over to a more classic approach with Eiyuu-ou, wo Kiwameru, Tame, Tenseisu, Soshite SekaiSaikyounoMinaraiKishi female symbol. Or, in English, Reborn to Master the Blade, from Hero King to Extraordinary Squire. Yep, that screams isekai. Back to what we already know so well. The title alone tells us what the story will be about, but here's a summary for a deeper look as well. After living a life devoted to serving his country and people, Inglis only has one wish: to be free of a king's burden and to train. And this was actually hers, but as a beautiful girl. Reborn in the far future as a daughter of a renowned knight, Inglis can now focus on mastering martial arts. A wish has been granted, and Inglis will be on the front lines fulfilling the dream of becoming the strongest knight. And to top it all off, here is the promotional video for the anime.
Oh, ほら、高い高い。
そんなに揺らしては。
しかしセレーナ、お前に似て本当に可愛い女の子だ。
女の子だと。
どうしてそんなに嬉しそうなのよ。好きなんです。強いものと戦うのが。命はないものと思いなさい。
法律騎士アカデミーへの入学、心よりお喜び申し上げる。
私は楽しいよ。魔石獣と戦うの。もっともっと上を目指さねば。そのために生まれ変わったのだから。エーテルストライク。英雄を武を極めるため転生す。1月9日放送開始。
This story is loaded with different story aspects. A previous life, being reborn in the future but as a girl, is already a lot. But then we also have the action focus with martial arts. And we have also seen a lot of cute character designs. Being reborn in the same world, especially if it is in the far-off future, is still a part of the extended isekai genre. While isekai normally means different worlds, nowadays it also gets used for reincarnation and reborn stories. Even traveling back in time to when the main character was still a child would count as a subcategory of isekai. The story of this anime does sound pretty generic, and it very well could be. Every season there is at least one cliché isekai. But I am ready to be proven wrong. I always welcome new isekai anime that are better than expected. The stigma that all isekai are the same and bad is just wrong. To anyone staying away from isekai stories, give some of them a chance and you will be pleasantly surprised. I don't know how to feel about the whole reincarnated as a girl thing, however. This might lead to some unnecessary fan service or some other things, but a female lead character is not bad in my opinion. Last but not least, I have the third isekai anime and the last one for today. It's called Isekai Nonbiri Nouka. It's actually a story I read the manga of, and I really am curious on how they will turn it into an anime. This series goes over a very long time period, so it might feel very episodic, but not in a bad way. Mainly because with thin connections, everything is still building onto each other. The story is ever ongoing. This story follows the man named Hiraku. Here we go down the route that he died because of serious illness, but God gives him a second chance at life. Being young and healthy again is already a blessing to Hiraku, but he also gets to choose the fantasy world he will live in from now on. His cheat ability is an almighty farming tool. Yes, you heard right, this is another farming isekai. Hiraku will dig, chop and plow in another world. Prepare for a laid-back agriculture fantasy. For this one we now have another promotional video. When I was writing the script we actually didn't have a promotional video yet, but it's nice that I can actually watch this together with you at the same time now. So give me a second while I prepare it.
あの頃の俺は思いもしなかっただろうな。こんな夢みたいな暮らしをするようになるなんて。無事に生き返ったことだし、念願の農業生活を始めるぞ。おっ。
この森の中にこんな場所があるなんて。もう許してください。
俺と一緒に暮らしてほしい。できればずっと。それって採掘と家事仕事をさせていただこうと思います。
たまりませんわね。なんなりと私どもをお使いください。どうか見捨てないでください。
なんだあれ、ドラゴン？なんとかしてこの場所を、みんなを守らなくては。
大賢者ルールーシー様の出番ね。あなたもここに住まない？きっとあなたも気に入るわよ。
これからはここを大樹の村と呼ぶことになった。異世界、
のんびり、
農家。
We could already see from the promotional picture and now also the promotional video, the quality of this anime actually looks pretty good. So I can look forward to this, and Isekai Nonbiri Nouka it's not anything special. It's just a fun watch. So if you want to calm down, relax, and if you just want to join Hiraku on his journey to building a village and living a happy life, this isekai might be nice for you. But it also has to be said that Isekai Nonbiri Nouka is a harem anime. If that is not for you, that's fine, but I also want to add that all the character designs are pretty and all of them are quite unique as well. As the farming part already revealed, this is another relaxing and low-stress story, but there will also be some action. It isn't, however, the focus. It is mostly accompanied by comedy as well. I personally look forward to this anime and would love to hear your opinions and thoughts about it, or the other anime we talked about today as well. What will you be watching this winter season? Not only isekai, but in general. I linked the website in the description below together with all of the anime I talked about today for you to check what anime you might want to watch next season. Just share all of your interests and all of the anime you are looking forward to in the comments down below. Next week we'll take a look at 5 other isekai anime that will air in that season. For some of them I already waited for years, and others seem to put a very fresh spin on an established formula. You can look forward to that as well. But that's all from me for today. All that's left to be said is stay happy, stay healthy, and most importantly stay cultured. This has been Pyro Prima, your local fire elemental and isekai expert. See you in the next video. Bye!